is a live look at the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Florida Gators. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
The Sooners head coach told me here in the pregame. Coach said his message to the team this week is we have got to play every single game like it's a playoff game. They have done well in the conference so far, and he wants to continue that dominance, but consistency is the key. He keeps telling his team we just have to go 1-0 this week to keep that consistent approach going. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida's offense will have the football first. And standing in the way is one of the best defensive lines in the country.
Well, this is one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but David, he better have a clock going off in his head in this one because this is one of the elite pass rushes in the entire nation as well. Their D-line is absolutely stocked and loaded with athleticism, with guys with bad intentions, and they built this D-line specifically for games like this.
Yeah, so he better be on time, right? Like, that ball needs to be able to come out. You just got to be careful. You don't get away with some of those liberties of holding on to the football, extending plays, because those dudes are in relentless pass rush mode, chasing after you. This will be a great chess match.
Got it, looking for the first down. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. And the Gators will send out the punt unit. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. He gets a block. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. So Oklahoma's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And there he is, this senior wide receiver, coming off a game of nearly 100 yards and a couple of scores.
Well, it stands out to you when you watch film on this offense. There's a go-to guy catching the ball, and everybody knows who it is. Nobody defensively has been able to stop them, and that's why they're on this really impressive win streak, and that's going to keep going. It's important in this game to keep moving this receiver around, get the matchups you want, but this quarterback, as the season goes on, is finding more and more confidence in his go-to guy. Excited to watch them go today.
It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Quarterback now breaking the field. He's got an open man. There he goes. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. Now sliding to his left. Unleashes one deep. Makes the grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And he shows you the arm right there, but I tell you what, I've been impressed with this young man and his ability to do both. Rush, throw, lead a team, put up huge numbers in the top 10 in total TDs running and passing. And this dude very much in the Heisman race. He's had a great season. He can do a little bit of everything.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Sooners! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Pocket breaking down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run play action. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. And you don't want to start this game with 2 straight punts. Big third down opportunity coming here. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes him talk to the hand. Tried to find some running room, but there was none to be had, and he's well short. It'll be 4th and 5. The Gators will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Bringing the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Unleashes one. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Oh, what a caught! And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mateer. Buys a little time. Fires downfield. Got a wide open receiver. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup. 6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Motion from the wideout. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He'll throw it quickly out to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. The Gators will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. On the run, fires downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Mateer. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. Ripped off the huge chunk play all the way to the 31-yard line. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Moving away from pressure. He'll get rid of it. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I love defenses that can mix it up between man and zone, and I love the vision right here by the cornerback, seeing the quarterback the whole way, breaking on the football when that hand separates from the other hand. Nice job getting the deflection. Nice vision by that cornerback.
Throws to the wideout, and it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller
It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pryor. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And the Gators line up to punt it away. Hauls it in at the 25. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Got him, and nobody's close. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Dances away to buy time. Oh, man, almost picked off in the end zone. What a red zone stop that would have been. It's 3rd down. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Fires to the middle. He makes a grab. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Sooners go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Quick hitting end around on 1st and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Motion from the wide receiver. Now on the move. Oh, he's got some space. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit. The Gators headed quickly to the line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. He's got him this time. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. He'll throw on 3rd down. Oh, they're after him. Turns it loose. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Reporting from the Oklahoma sideline, there is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep...
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Dropping back, it's Mateer. On the move to his left. He'll try to do it himself. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Well, I think you're seeing a lot of resiliency from this quarterback these last couple of plays. Got sacked on first down. It's second in California, and that last...
Breaks free in the middle. Explosive running game as he's got the first down. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. That one comes out hot down the right side. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has 1 interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Makes the catch. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Sooners send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got a man. Brown. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. And he was hit just. He released it and it falls to the turf. The Sooners call timeout, and that's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Under fire. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout. It's 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Snagged in the middle. It's Pryor. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. 1 more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires one high and deep. Leaping grab for a big gain. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Texas Tech taking on the West Virginia Mountaineers. And it's the Red Raiders hoping that the clock hits zeros while they're still in front. A victory today would move them to 8-1 and catapult this team forward as they make their stretch run. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now over to your game inside the swamp. Talk about a big-time effort. This tight end is not only already over 100 yards receiving, he's dominating at the line of scrimmage as well. If this team maintains this lead, he's in line to earn a game ball. With that said, let's send it back to our guys and all those chomping hands there in the swamp.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Gators will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Robinson again. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking for a man, it's Mateer. Throws for the tight end. Complete in the middle. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Hand off Robinson running left.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible?
Got a little grass. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Sooners pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll run it on the counter. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. The Sooners trying to get a touchdown on first. Touchdown Sooners! Great job by the back on the option. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it 28-0. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on 1st down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Looks as if he's going to run it. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the 1st down.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Now the play fake. Here's a heat. Chucked it away just as he was hit. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run the counter. Might have a chance.
There's just so much for this defense to think about right now. They've had strong side runs thrown at them. Now the counter. They know that this offense can work in the play action off of all these base runs too. So much offensive volume this defense needs to worry about at this point in the game.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
The Gators will punt it away on 4th down. And he's gonna have to drive this ball into the teeth of the wind. A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Here comes the heat. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Handoff for Ball. Nowhere to go, and he's going to lose yardage on 4th and 2. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Off play action on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. Always impressive to grind through in the late season and get a solid victory. And now it just keeps rolling as we turn our attention to what's in store for next week. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass after he throws at the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making the big tackle in the open field.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. The defense got the stop. They could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. And to get rid of it quickly. Play is stopped as they check on an injured Gator. That is their sophomore quarterback who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on him. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Jones to throw. And the quarterback goes. Out at the 11-yard line.
Yeah, and this defense just putting the on top of the Sunday. They've been all over the place. They've done a great job. Their offense has built a huge lead. We're just counting down the minutes on the clock now.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB. The Gators decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. So your defense has done yeoman's work. The idea, don't make any mistakes here. Take care of the ball and preserve this shutout. Trying to escape and get it himself. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. And the Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. Handoff to Xavier. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. And now they've moved into the red zone. Go. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Into the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Takes the easy one to the back. Could not make his way to the corner. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Jones wants to throw it. Tight end finds a soft spot. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They've made down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their 2nd. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, try to convert it through the air. A flush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Sooners call timeout, and that's their last one. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. And the Gators will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Fires on the move. On target to the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. Even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Slings it downfield. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
That really nice job by the defense, understanding the situation. We know they like to run the touch pass. Great job selling out, seeing it, bringing those guys right down, flying into space, getting the fast, speedy wide receiver on the ground.
Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Sooners had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Lets it fly deep downfield. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 2nd down. One more play to pad the stats. Looking downfield, it's Mateer, buying some time as he moves left. Firing toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meet face, ball game over.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.